thing that's definitely really cool here is how the streets glow when it's sunsetting. Here we got even bigger stones than Lisbon. These are just some granite blocks here. Why don't we go out and find some food? Maybe a slice of pizza, since we're in Italy. Some classic Milanese vibes for you. Man of Steel. Mess on his chest. A lot of cool toys. By the hand of Michelangelo. Regular stone turns into art. But it looks like here was more than just Michelangelo doing the building. Everything's beautiful. Every night has a beginning, but here it seems like it's always celebration. So let's go out and check out what's going on. I think I found my home here in Milan. Look at this beauty here. Ooh, with the magnesium wheels, the sport wagon package. These cars are like candy. Let's go see how they fixed them up. Because if it's not tuned right, it's not gonna drive right. If it's not driving right, you're not going very far. It's a gold mine. I'm gonna go take a closer look. I think that's the coolest Milanian I've seen so far. Just hanging out, doing his thing. Takes you back to a different time when characters like Cesare Borgia used to step across these alleys. Boutiques, stores, and pasta and pizza. That's what you'll find here. Very, very fancy stuff. Centuries of history carved in stone. Took someone years upon years to build that. Hope you enjoyed. And just stroll by and take a look. The cologne reeks so strong, it's like there's not even enough room for oxygen here. But I have to say, I do love the cars. The stores, there's only so much clothes you need. But the cars, I would love to play with those. And for your full dose of Milan magic, we have the Italian Stallion. Standing there resting before its next episode. I wonder what it will do next. Maybe come for a ride with me. Feels quite cozy in this dealership. Actually would not mind taking that beauty for a ride. Look at this. If that doesn't scream adventure, then I don't know what will. R12GS with a Krapovich exhaust. Now that's a mean machine right there. That, you might need a whole team for that though. This solo trip, maybe with your boo, or for that, definitely need a team. Seems like everybody's on a vacation here, so I'm in good company, my friends. However, you guys at home might not have seen this stuff, so let me show you some of this historic stuff. Pretty cool, huh? Modern times, but the ancient walls still stand. Seems like everywhere I look, there's something to do, something to explore, and a new mission. So let's keep it going. It's our first sunset here in Italy, and I chose this little spot by the water specifically because there's a lot of restaurants here, and I figure we can find something different than pasta or pizza. I'd like to eat some vegetables, some meat, and something nutritious and delicious other than pizza or pasta. I had lasagna yesterday. Today's time to try something else. It's like the sunset seems to know to take its time, that I might need a couple more hours just to enjoy this thoroughly, my friends. In the meantime, let's go for a little walk and enjoy the views.
night, huh? Well, just the beginning, but I think I'm ready to go to crash this party out. Hola.
Hola,
How do you say it?
chica.
How do you say it in Italian?
Italiani.
How do you say it in Italian? Hello.
Hello.
What's up, guys?
Ciao.
Ciao from Milan, motherfuckers.
If you ever wonder what it's like to go for a little walk in Milan at night, well, here it is. Everything is very beautiful and lit, and it's very, very quiet. It's like college and everyone left. But the sights, oh yeah, they're majestic. In that castle right there, we have some sculptures by Michelangelo. Right now, we're gonna take this route over to our little villa, which is just a couple blocks up that way, and rest this night easy. Whatever's left of it, because it's 5 a.m. On your way to get some breakfast, how often do you say, I gotta cross the castle, cross the drawbridge? Thank you. Now I take back in the days, all this was filled with water, so the pass would be unpassable. And they could destroy this bridge, close the gate, and nobody would get in. But now, it is quite passable. We're going to get some food. Huge fortress here. Now this would be where the king would greet his constituents. But in the meantime, there's a stage for a concert. Good afternoon, good people of the world. We're here at Santa Maria della Grazia. We're gonna take a look at Leonardo da Vinci's artwork, particularly The Last Supper. Now there's a lot of mystery behind this, a lot of speculation, a lot of voodoo magic hidden in there. If you do the research, all the details are out there, but it's time to go take a look at the real thing and see if it holds up to the magic, the mystique, and the mystery that we've been hearing. Let's go and see, my friends. I have some breaking news, my friends. Ha! Seems like Leonardo da Vinci sold out for another week, so we will not be seeing it. But I guess we can catch all the details online, so it's like I was there, but not quite there. Next time, let's keep rolling. We're here at the Chiesa di San Viori. This was built in 1500s as a worship chapel to the Benedictines. You will see inside that it's divided into two sections. Most of the artwork was done around 1500, but some of it was finished closer to the 1700s. It's a very interesting and beautiful place. Let's go take a look. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be in an Italian grocery store? We take you in for a ride. We got some birra Moretti, some local Italian specialty. Walk right into the produce, where everything is quite scrumptious, quite delicious. But honestly, it's pretty similar as any grocery store, just with different labels. What a beauty. Oh, what do you know? We're here across the street from Leonardo da Vinci's Museo Nazionale Scienza e Tecnologia, Leonardo da Vinci. Little did you know, there's a museum with a whole rocket back there. Let's go take a look. dedicated to Leonardo da Vinci. And apparently some of these inventors drive Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and sometimes they take rockets. You know, my friends, they say that we don't appreciate how simple technology's made our life. And just to give you a little perspective, you have a cup of coffee in the morning, but in the 18th century, this is what it took to make a single cup of coffee here. That's right, my friends. This giant belt-propelled monstrosity was once working just to make a cup of coffee. But now, you're just sipping your lattes anywhere you go, huh? Wasn't always like that. So, let me take you back in time and see what it took to make those beans just right. Here's another great example how modern life has spoiled us. This Gigantopithecus right here was used to iron your socks. That's right. Look at the wheel on this. It even has a barometer on top just to make sure that the steam comes out properly. Now, for you, it's just dropping it off and that's it. But back in the day, this is what it took just to iron a pair of socks here. Check it out, my friends. Let's take a closer look at the works of Leonardo da Vinci. Amongst many of Leonardo's fascinations were how mechanism of gears work. You see some of them working on chains, balls, different ratios, even some of them different sizes. Like this one over here. You see it's operated by the metal balls that move as the ball continues its movement throughout the cycle. Different ones are made on folding knuckles. You see, as it moves, it changes its sphere and its size, which propels it forward. Now, all this stuff had very different uses, like this machine right here, which was designed strictly to be used at war. Guess we're looking at the origins of a tank here. But I can imagine this thing was vastly bigger because look at this. It has a whole tower in the middle, a whole viewing and shooting tower. So this thing must have been, I don't know, 25, 30 feet. When you step into the mechanicals of things, there's so many aspects to it. One of the greatest one being transportation. How do you get things to the battlefield, from the battlefield, maneuver them on the battlefield? Now when you delve into there, it opens up a whole can of worms because a lot of these things are going to be moving and operate in different arenas. So they might seem like repetitions of the same thing. However, if you do some research a little closer, you find out that all of them are designed for a very specific purpose. Some of the best gems in life are the books and the manuscripts that we have, which details in fine print exactly how stuff came about, where it came about from, and who made it happen. And we're very fortunate to live at a time where we can look at these. Here's a cool little tidbit. Here in Italy, there's old ruins everywhere. And even when you're on a train, I'm going to catch the M4 train, you're walking on top of ancient ruins. To some, it's a relic of a time gone by, but to others, it's straight up magic. So when you walk out to enter the train, you're literally inside a castle. I can imagine 1,000, maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000 years ago, someone standing on that tower and guarding the area. But now we're going to take the M4 train to San something. There's a lot of sands here. Let's go. Hello, dearly beloved. We're here at the Giorgio Armani World. Now behind us we got the museum. In front of us we got the spa. We'll save the spa for the day we come back here with dearly beloved, but in the meantime, let's go step into the silo, the museum, and check out what cool stuff we got here. Because if there's anything Georgia knows, it's style, and I'm sure we got some things to see. I got something interesting for you. So I'm just getting ready for the night here, and I see this little coffee machine here, and I was like, what's going on here? We got the coffee machine, but where's the kitchen? Where are the cups? What is the deal? But come to find out, this is the kitchen. That's right. This ancient looking trove here, treasure trove, opens up to reveal a whole kitchen. In these drawers here, you have the fridge, the dishwasher, the oven, pots and pans, and some more accoutrements. So, just when you thought this place couldn't get any more compact, there you go. There you go. Another thing I thought I'd show you is the Murphy bed. I don't know if you've seen this thing before, but why don't we take a look at what we got. Ooh, Let me open it up so you see. So you got the rest here, opens up, and then voila. Your entryway turns into a bedroom. And now this Italian stallion is ready to crash the party. Very cool. Very cool, modern, and chic. So the next time you're in Milan, be ready for some surprises when it comes to your apartment.
Our first Italian pizza looks like a spectacle. But you know, my man, I had to go with the meat. I can't do all that basil stuff, so we got ourselves some roasted pork here. We're gonna dig in, my friends. Let's check it out. So what do we have going on here? Obviously these Italian pizzas are very thin. Very thin. The cheese is pretty sharp, I would say. And for the sauce, we have some hot sauce. Interesting to go with the pork, but you gotta try new things. And also they have a little dashes of some kind of aioli mayonnaise here just to add a little tang to it. I'd say the taste is more like a dessert pizza rather than a dinner pizza, but it is really good.
These are the sunsets in Milan. Soaking the views and the company too. Good morning, you sexy people of the world. We're about to say goodbye to Milan, but before we do, why don't we check out the world skating competition here. Competition's high, fierce, and the moves are strong. Let's see. Bravo! Action is just heating up here, so come grab your blades and come out. I want to see you place. Get this show on the road, my friends. Let's see the countryside and then step into the capital like the boss.